Hi, I'm Dr. Carlotta A. Berry, Noir STEMinist, and I'm an electrical engineer, engineering professor, robotics engineer, author, speaker, and STEAM communicator. And I am so excited to join Louise at my STEM space, along with other STEM educators and enthusiasts from around the world, to share what I'm most passionate about with STEM. I am a robotics engineer, so I design 3D printed modular educational robots in order to bring STEM to people. My robots are my passion because they are low cost and modular, which means I can make them at any level to teach from novice to expert based upon their interest, their coding ability, etc. So for example, this is one of my Lily bots with an Arduino Uno, which would be for about middle grade or higher. Then I also have a robot with a Raspberry Pi Pico W, which would be for maybe a more advanced student who now wants to use MicroPython instead of Arduino Sketch or C++ to do programming. And I also have a robot with a Raspberry Pi, which is now not a microcontroller, but rather a microcomputer, which can be programmed in Python. Then I also have robots that are more ideal for our little people. Here I have a robot with a microbit that can be programmed with MakeCode, which is graphical coding. And I also have a robot with a Circuit Playground Express, which can be programmed graphically using MakeCode. It can be programmed with Python or JavaScript, as can the microbit. So what I'm most passionate about is using robots in order to bring STEM to young people and not so young people so that they can be the change makers for tomorrow. I use light tracking a lot because the kids really like the flashlight and they like the cause and effect, and it helps them to see quickly a reactive controller. And I also get to use the robots are running away from the light, like when you're in the kitchen and you turn on the light and all the cockroaches run off. Maybe I should find a better example, but anyway, let's take a look at the first robot, which is going to be our microbit Ivy bot reacting to the light. Stay tuned. All right, here's the Adafruit Cricut. There's the microbit. There's the battery pack. And this whole thing is my 3D printed robot, Ivy bot. And right now, Ivy bot has a frowny face because she doesn't have enough light. I based it upon the ambient sensing. Those are her little legs. So if I get my flashlight and turn my flashlight on. Come on, flashlight. Not enough light. The light sensor is on the LED array. So if I can get enough light, she plays music and she makes sound and her legs work. So what I would do with kids is I will have them to put the bottom on, flip it over, and shine it on the side until they make the robot move. So here's our cardboard robot. There's the screen with a frowny face, which shows it doesn't see enough light. Cardboard wheels. Then we have our 2 servo motors here. And now what's gonna happen is, if I get the flashlight, I'm doing this with one hand, so work with me, people. If I turn the flashlight on, now the frowny face turns into a heart, and the robot starts to move. Right here is Lilybot with a Circuit Playground Express and a Cricut. And I am either triggering the light or the sonar. That's actually the light, so that's making it move. It's probably from my phone light. If I trigger the sonar is purple. If I trigger the light is green. Also use the intersections between art and STEM in order to encourage and diversify STEM by bringing more girls, Black and brown kiddos to STEM. And the way that I use my STEAM intersections is with my books. For example, all my books are about kiddos and robots, brainstorming, problem solving, being creative, curious, and innovative. For example, how can I fix Astro? All about Raheem, who's going to fix his classroom robot. Or there's a robot at my after school, which is a story about Malachi and the robot that he's going to 3D print and write code so that his robot now has arms and can help him catch his rebounds. Or how about Rashida? Available in English and Spanish, hardcover and paperback. There's a robot in my closet, un robot en mi armario, because it is so important for kids to be able to see themselves in STEM so that they can see their future and what they could be as science, technologists, engineers, and mathematicians. Or what about, what's the matter with orbit? all about Rashida, who is trying to fix her favorite robot toy, which is broken. So once again, thank you, Louise, for inviting me to hang out on my STEM space and to share what I'm most passionate about in STEM, which is all about robotics, engineering, and diversifying the profession. Stay STEM-tastic.